Okay, boys, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to look at drawing maps today. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a program called Scribble Maps. Now, if you go to Google and you type in scribblemaps.com, or do what I did, which is just search for Scribble Maps, you will see that it will bring it up as your top search. I'm going to click on this. It brings up a site now that has whole lots of going on, lots of different things, because this is a free product. We're going to go create your map. And that'll take us to this next part. Now, it's got all these different things going on. We can close this, we can hide this, we can close this, and we're ready to start. So what we have to do to start off with is we have to have a look at our country. Now, I'm going to use Australia as my base. So I'm going to go up here into the search menu and I'm going to type in Australia, and I'm going to find a map of Australia. Now, it'll give me lots of different options. Australia's Fair Shopping Centre, Australia Zoo. I'm just wanting Australia in general. Now you can see that it comes in right in here to the Opera House. I'm going to move back by using the little button on the right here, which is, and get to a size where I can see Australia. So I'm going to bring it in here. There we go. What I'm then going to do, gents, is I'm then going to have a look. And I'm going to say, right, this is the size I want, or do I want to make it a little bit more? I might make it back to this one. I'm then going to look at it. I'm going to say to myself, all right, I've got to choose a different kind of map now. And I'm going to look down the bottom here, and you can see down the bottom it says, I want to custom my type of map. I'm going to click on that, and it brings up 4 different options. I can use terrain, satellite, road, map. Sometimes there's a few other ones that I can pick as well, but I'm going to pick, on this case, I'm going to pick a terrain to see what it looks like. Oh, that looks a little bit easier to see. Here's what my road map looks like. My hybrid map, which is what we've got there with waters and undulations of the earth. Okay, and I can also go to these ones here as well to have a look at. So I can go to just a map base. So it's a little bit different again. You can play around and see the one that you actually would like to use. Find the one that best suits what we're trying to do. Some of the functions are obviously for the Pro, which is not the free version, which is what we're using. Like I said, find one that's easy. I'm going to use here the terrain, which shows the different undulations in the earth, and we'll go from here. So what I'm going to do now, gents, is show you during this one how to create a legend or a key. What we need to do is go to the button that says create a legend or create a key, which is just there, and if it pops up the screen. What I then have to do is I then have to type in the things that I'm going to show. So in effect, you know, if I want to show things in Australia like Mount Kosciuszko, Uluru, Sydney Harbour Bridge, those sorts of things, I'm going to write that in. I'm going to use the ones that I looked at the other day. So I'm going to start off with Sydney Opera House. Type it in here. Great one. Once I've typed it in there, yes, I'm going to click on the one that says marker, and I'm going to change my marker. Now, straight away, you'll see that if I change my marker, it'll actually give me options. I can use flags, I can use places, I can use all different kinds of options that I can have. Pokemon Go if I really wanted to. Let's have a quick look at our different symbols. I'm going to go down. We can use arrows. What I want to try and do is I want to try and find maybe a symbol for man-made and maybe a symbol for natural, so I can see the difference between the two. All right, I'm going to try standard symbols. I'm going to try maybe shapes. Here we go. So I'm going to pick maybe a man-made and a natural one. So let's try a natural. I'm going to put a tree, but obviously this is a man-made one. So let's try man-made. I'm going to see if I can find a little picture of a little man. There's a little man. So here's my little man-made symbol. After I've chosen my symbol, what I need to do then, gentlemen, is I need to add it to my list. There you go. I found my man-made symbol for an opera house. I'm now going to find one for another place around Australia. What I'm going to do, gents, is I'm going to put in Parliament House. And I'm going to add it. I'm going to keep my symbol the same because it's once again man-made. However, this time I'm going to change it because I'm going to be doing Uluru. And I'm going to make it a polygon because I know that Uluru is a region of Australia, and I'm going to make it a green colour, and I'm going to add it in. And I'm going to do the same with Great Barrier Reef. Now you can see that as I'm doing that, down in the bottom left-hand corner of my page, you can see that it's starting to add in down the bottom my key or my legend for me. You can delete these as we go along, and you can move them up and down. So if I want to move Uluru to the top, I can use my arrow to move it up, or I can use my arrow to move it back down again. If I've made a spelling mistake or I want to change it, I can also delete it. All right, gents, if I want to go away then and do other things, that's fine. I can go away and do other things. I can always come back to this after pressing the X by hitting this little button here, which is the pencil button, which is the editing button, allows me to edit. Okay, gents, here's the first part of our video. I will be coming back to show you then how we actually find these places on our map and how we put in our markers so that we can identify those on our map and how we will print it.